Hi everyone, and welcome to Chem 101 General Chemistry at North Country Community College. I just wanted to give you a little introduction video to say hi. I am Sarah Shoemaker. I'm the instructor for this course, and this is the website, the Blackboard course website. So I just wanted to give you a little tour to get you oriented. So when you first log in and you click on the Chem 101 class link, you'll land here on the welcome page. So there is a to-do list for you to do. Day one, first thing you do, just get everything in order. So hopefully you already got your lab kit from when I emailed you last week. And you also need to download and print the course syllabus. I did send you one initially, but then I revised it. So print the most current version. Also, you should register for Chem 101, which is our online homework platform. So the syllabus is here, and I will briefly go through some important points in this. The registration link for Chem 101 is here. It will take you to another website. The instructions, if you click on this document here, it'll open in a separate window. Here are all the instructions for registering. So you'll click on the link and it'll take you to this website where you will need to purchase access to this online homework website, and it's I think about $40. The textbook, however, for the course is free, so yay! Another thing you should get lined up and download is this app called Remind. So go to your app store wherever you buy apps on your phone or your tablet and download this app called Remind. It's an awesome app, it's free, and it allows us to essentially text message each other. Now in the summer I don't check my email all that frequently, and I check my phone much more frequently. So I find even during the semester, in a regular 16-week semester, I really enjoy using Remind to communicate with students. I think in a shortened summer course, it's going to even be more essential because timelines are so quick that when you contact me, you're going to need a quick turnaround. So for the fastest turnaround, you should use the Remind app. I will still use email. Email is the official form of communication. I cannot make you all download the Remind app, but I will use it. I like to send funny memes. I'll send deadline reminders, but also if it's anything important, I will, like an update to the class or a change in something, I will send that through email. I'll actually send it in an announcement. So the announcements tab here is empty currently, but when I make an announcement, I also have it email it to you. So a quick way to check your emails from me regarding the class is to just go here to announcements. They'll all be listed here, all of our communication, my communication to you, I should say. And then also, I've decided as part of this course to ensure that we get that quality student-teacher relationship that we're lacking in this online environment. I do still want to see you guys and meet with you guys. And rather than trying to have class at a set time each week where everyone needs to come, I would rather keep it flexible and have us do one-on-one meetings. And that way you guys can ask questions that you have about the course, whether it's the content, whether you're struggling with a homework problem, or you're not sure how to do a lab, or you just are confused about how grades are calculated, anything and everything. This is a place to come and ask. It's also a place where I'm going to be doing some informal assessment of you as well. So I'm getting feedback to what you are struggling with as students, and that's going to help inform my teaching. So it's an important aspect of the class. So it is required. While it's not part of the grade, you will lose significant points if you don't attend those sessions. So there will be 6 sessions that you need to attend, and this link here will take you to a poll where you can sign up for a time slot. I have picked Wednesday as the day for one-on-one meetings, and I've set several different time slot options. If they don't work for you, just let me know. We'll work something out. I expect them to be maybe 15 or 20 minutes, depending, and very informal, not a big deal, but just a time, for us to connect and clarify things. Because a lot can be lost in an online, textual, email back and forth kind of relationship. So, and right now you are watching the welcome video. So if you haven't done all those things, then go ahead and do them. Quick look at the syllabus here. I'm not even going to open it up. I'm just going to direct you to some important things. This page is just all about what the course entails. And this page here is all about internet access and proper email etiquette. I do encourage you to use professional email etiquette. This page talks about the components of the grade. So 50% of the grade is based on tests. There is no final exam in this summer course. It's fast enough that it's something we could cut out. Homework is a big portion of the grade. It's a quarter of the grade right here. And that's because homework is the bulk of the time you're going to spend in the class. The only way to learn chemistry is through practice, practice, practice. Lots of math, lots of repetition. And so the homework is really important to learning and internalizing and applying the chemistry that you are passively taking in during the lectures. I do take the time to make guided lecture notes and post them and record video lectures that students have said are very clear and they get a lot out of, so hopefully they won't be a waste of your time. But I also didn't want them to be a waste of my time, and I really wanted to make sure you guys are utilizing them. So I did make taking notes part of your grade, but it's a very small part. So 5% of the grade is actually watching the lecture videos and taking notes and uploading those to show that you did that. And then 20% of the grade is based on the labs, and I think there are 7 labs this semester that you're going to be doing all at home with lab kits. Some of them have some virtual components, so they're not all hands-on, but I tried. Since this class is so short, 6 weeks, and very fast-paced, I do not do extensions. It's very important to stay on track and keep pace with the material, or you will fall very far behind very quickly. So no extensions for assignments. I do have a little flexibility with deadlines in that I will accept late work, but at a steep penalty. So late work, whether it is an hour late or a week late, is worth 50%. So you really want to try to get work in on time. Tests are the one exception. If you have an extenuating circumstance that comes up for tests, then you need to promptly communicate with me so that we can rearrange your test time. Tests are the one component of the class that are a specific day, and they're only available during that one day. So I'm just going to fast forward here, past some policies to the calendar here, and this is also posted prominently in our Chemistry Central area. So after this first day, I'm going to change the landing page to Chemistry Central. And this is where you'll land every time you log in after day 1. So this is the class calendar up front and central. All of the due dates for all of the things that are due listed. All right. Due dates always are going to be by 11:59 p.m. on that due date. Everything's always, so your homework, your notes, your labs are always due by 11:59 p.m. on the due date that's listed. And that's Eastern time, in case anyone's in a different time zone. Everything is front-loaded. All of the labs, all of the lectures, all of the homework is already available to you. So you can get ahead in those things. And I encourage you to do that if you can. It's already a very fast-paced course, so don't, be surprised if you can't. You're just struggling to keep up. But those things are available to you right now already. What's not available to you until the day of are the tests. So we have 3 tests, test 1, test 2, test 3. Mark your calendar. Make sure you have a chunk of time. The test, once you start the test, you have 2.5 hours to complete it. You can start it at any time during that day. So go ahead and check your calendars now. Make sure you're not, if you're working that day, that you can have a 3-hour block of time where you're not working. You can sit uninterrupted in a place with good internet and no distractions so that you can fully focus and perform well on your tests. And then I've also noted those one-on-one meetings on Wednesdays. So again, you'll sign up for a time using that Doodle poll link, and that will be your time, and I will list those times here. So I'll replace this message here, and I'll put a table that lists your times and a link to the Blackboard Collaborate, which is sort of like the Zoom within Blackboard that we'll use as our sort of video chat forum. Right? Here's a link to the textbook, which is online, and a list of suggested reading assignments, lectures, homework, labs, tests, all listed here on this one Chemistry Central page. Another way to access them is to click on these links over here. They're the same. So this link is the same as this lecture link. It takes you to the same place. So let's just go there. Let's check it out. Here are all of the lectures. They are all in PDF format, so you can print them. If you don't have a printer, you can handwrite them. Most chemistry instructors handwrite all of their notes. I found that I like to put them in digital form so that they're sort of fill-in-the-blank style, because it allows me to talk faster, and I can't talk and write at the same time. And then here are all of the links to my video lectures, which are all posted on YouTube. I also have the time that each of these lectures takes to help you time manage. I do not recommend that you watch them in one sitting. They're very long. It's hard to sit through 107 minutes, an hour and a half of chemistry. And during a semester, normally I would be breaking this up over the course of, one chapter over the course of, maybe 2 50-minute lectures. So break these up as you wish. If you want to sit through the whole thing at once, fine. I recommend, in my suggested timeline, breaking it up at least into halves, doing it a half at a time. And then you'll take your notes, and then you'll take a picture using your phone or tablet, and you will upload the picture. And I prefer that you upload it, actually I insist that you upload it as a single file. So you can either use an app that can convert pictures to a PDF, or get an app that acts as a scanner and take the pictures and they turn into scanned PDF files. Or you can take pictures with your phone, put them on your computer, like email them to yourself, and then just paste them into a Word document and save it as a single file. So the key is that you are uploading a single file, not 10 JPEGs or 10 picture files, but a single file. And so when you do that, to upload an assignment, you click on it. So I just clicked on that link. Just go back for a second. I clicked on this, the title here. It's linked, Chapter 1 Notes. And I'm going to browse local files, and I'll choose the file that I saved it as, and then I will submit. Okay, if you want to add comments, you can in this little comment space here. That's fine. If you want to say, like, sorry for the coffee stain on my notes, or sorry for my kids scribbling on this one, whatever. That's fun. I like reading those. Okay, so those are lecture notes. Homework is really just a link to this external Chem 101 website where you will do all of your homework online. Labs are actually all loaded in here, but you can't see them right now because you can't access them until you complete this lab agreement survey. So this is signing forms. You're just going to sort of type in your name, and we're going to count that as your signature, that you received your lab kit, that you promised to return the returnable components of the lab kit, that you've read through the lab safety guidelines, that you acknowledge the receipt of these SDS chemical safety forms. So it's some lab safety stuff, really. Once you complete that, then all of the other labs will show. They are in folders. Actually, I can exit the preview and show you what it looks like, sort of, from your... So you'll see all these folders with the different labs. And so I'll just pick one here. All right, usually there's something for you to print. This is not the best one to choose. Let's go back. We'll do this one down here. So I usually have a little blurb and then something for you to print, the PDF document of the lab, and a video of me performing the lab or doing a demo of the lab. And then once you complete the worksheets, you will take pictures or scan them and upload them here at this link here. So there's always an instruction panel and then the submission where you're going to submit. Tests you won't be able to see until they are available. I'm going to go back into the student preview so it looks what you would see. So this is what the testing page looks like. It gives you some information about what to expect on the tests. That's also something you can ask me during our one-on-one sessions. And then your grades are accessible here. So your weighted total, this is all of those different categories are weighted. Your grade is going to be rather inflated until that first test, because remember, tests are 50% of the grade. So until then, all of your grades come from homework and labs and notes, which people usually do very well on. The tests, make a big difference. So don't be surprised if you see a big change in your grade after your first test. And then all of your individual grades you can scroll down and see here. So the only other thing I wanted to go back in the syllabus, the last page of the syllabus, I do want you to check out. This is a 6-week class. It is very fast-paced. And so what I've done is I've made, just for the first 2 weeks of the class, a suggested daily workload. So during a semester, when this is a 16-week course, it's expected that students are spending about 9 to 12 hours a week on the class. And since we are doing this in a crunch time, you're expected to spend even more time per week. And I would say that for this class, I would expect you to be spending 20 to 30 hours doing chemistry over the course of a week, each week. And that's a lot of time, and I realize that. But that's because we're doing 16 weeks of chemistry in 6 weeks. If this class was offered live in person, most summer chemistry classes are 4 or 5 days a week. You go in for 3 to 4 hours a day. It's intense. Summer courses are intense. So if you were not prepared for that, now is the time to drop the course. And this is my suggested way of sort of pacing yourself through the material, where you spend 6 days a week doing chemistry and taking off Saturdays. I did take a summer course in college. I took physics over the summer in college, and it was intense. I basically spent it was a full-time job Monday through Friday. I was doing chemistry from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then I took weekends off. So, manage your time how you see fit. This is just a suggestion because I want you to start off on good footing. I want you to start off ahead. I don't want you to fall behind first thing because you will never catch up. So check that out, and hopefully you can continue it for the rest of the 4 weeks of the course. Is just a couple. And then the last thing I want to say is I am really a super nerdy person, and it does not bother me if you text me in Remind and ask me questions. I love getting back to students. I love helping students. That is the best part of teaching, and it's the suckiest part of teaching online because you guys are all at your own computers, at your own homes, or your own vacation spots, doing your own thing, and I don't get to be involved. And a lot of times students express hesitation about reaching out to me because they don't want to bother me. What if I'm sleeping? What if I'm busy? I don't care. Just message me. I keep my phone on silent most of the time anyway, so if I'm sleeping or I'm busy, it's not going to bother me. I'm just going to check it later. I just won't get back to you right away. But a lot of times, I'll be at dinner and a student will text me a chemistry question and I'm like, ooh, chemistry question, and I rush to answer it because I'm excited at the opportunity to get to help someone who's struggling. So a lot of times I will interrupt something I'm doing because I'm excited to respond. But if I'm in the middle of a movie and I don't want to pause it to respond, I'll finish the movie and then I'll get back to you. So don't worry, I have good boundaries on my time, but it's really the quickest way to get help, and I really welcome those interruptions. And if they are too interrupty, I will wait until I'm at a good place to respond to you. So don't worry about when is an okay time to message me, just message me and have a little patience about me getting back to you. But I really, really do enjoy it. Like, please, please send me messages. I miss the connection of being in a classroom, and that's the closest that we can get. So that's all. I'll stop talking now. Let's get going.